Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you are all enjoying Corona holidays. So from today we'll be starting our regular topics. And in the previous classes, already we have started human digestive system, and then we have also finished some of the topics in that. So let's have a small review, and then we'll go to the regular topic. Okay. And then one more thing, all of you note down all the important points in your practice notebook. You should not use your regular notebook, only in the practice notebook. So let us begin. Okay. After the school begins, I'll be giving you the notes. Okay. Right now. So we were discussing about human digestive system. Okay. So all the organs in our body collectively that helps in nutrition is called digestive system. So what is digestive system? First of all the organs in our body that helps in nutrition collectively or together is called digestive system, and this digestive system is divided into two parts. That is, first one is alimentary canal. This is also called as digestive tract or gut. Okay, and the second part is digestive glands. Okay, so first of all we have learned about the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal is a long tube, highly coiled, measuring about 22 feet, that starts in the mouth and terminates in the anus. Okay. So what is alimentary canal? What is the length of the alimentary canal? It is 22 feet long. Okay. And then there are so many organs present in the alimentary canal. We have already discussed about the shape, size and location of the organs present in the alimentary canal. Okay. So next we'll go to the digestive glands. Okay, children. So we have already started human digestive system in our regular classes. We have completed alimentary canal. Alimentary canal is a long tube measuring about 22 feet. It starts in the mouth and terminates in the anus. And there are so many parts present in the alimentary canal, and we have already discussed about the shape, size and location of this element of the organs present in the alimentary canal. Now let's go to the digestive glands. All these digestive glands are exocrine glands. Okay, we can also say that exocrine glands are associated with digestive system. Okay, so let us start the different types of glands present associated with this alimentary canal. Okay, so the first one is salivary gland. Okay, salivary glands. So before studying about salivary glands, we discussed about that digestion starts in the mouth itself. Okay, so the space present in the mouth is called buccal cavity, or it is also called as oral cavity. Buccal cavity or oral cavity. So the space present in the mouth is called buccal cavity, and inside the mouth there are 4 different types of teeth with specific function, and then 3 different types of taste buds, which is also called as papillae. What it is called? Papillae. So we have already finished about different types of taste buds present on the muscular tongue, and 4 different types of teeth with specific function. We have already learned that there are 3 pairs of salivary glands present in the buccal cavity. So what are those 3 pairs of salivary glands? Are a pair of parotid glands. So what is it? A pair of parotid glands, a pair of submaxillary glands and a pair of sublingual glands. So parotid glands are present just below the ears on each side, and these parotid glands are the largest salivary glands. Next, a pair of sublingual glands which is present just below the tongue. Okay, on either side of the frenulum. You might be knowing this is our shape of our mouth, open mouth, and then these are the jaws. These are the jaws. And then there is a muscular tongue and there is a line. If you just lift up your tongue up like this, you can see a thin line and connecting our tongue. Okay. And on either side of that frenulum, this is called as lingual frenulum. It is called as lingual frenulum. Okay, so on either side of this frenulum, there's a pair of sublingual gland, and then so like this, there are three different types of salivary glands: a pair of parotid glands, a pair of sublingual glands present on either side of the frenulum below the tongue, a pair of submaxillary gland present on each side of the lower jaws. Okay, and these salivary glands secretes saliva. Okay, so in a day 1000 to 1500 ml of saliva is secreted. Okay, and then this saliva consists large amount of water, a pinch of salt and mucus. Okay, this saliva is secreted on imagination of food, and then in the smell of food, vision of food. In TV we see varieties of food, colorful food with the fumes going, and then what is that, and so on. Okay, so this also helps in secretion of saliva. Saliva in a day 1000 to 1500 ml of saliva is secreted. Okay, and this saliva consists of two types of enzymes. Is salivary amylase. Salivary amylase. This is also called as ptyolin. Okay, and the second one is maltase. What is it? So two different types of enzymes: salivary amylase, which is also called ptyolin, and the second one is maltase. And what is, first of all, what is enzyme, children? So enzyme is it's a protein, it's a chemical substance that speeds up the function of digestion. Okay, so enzymes are also called as biocatalysts. They are also called as biocatalysts. Okay, now we'll see how this salivary amylase helps in digestion. So I already told you that digestion begins in the mouth itself. Okay, so as you keep food inside, secretion of saliva begins. Okay, and this salivary amylase acts on starch and converts the starch into dextrin and maltose sugar. So how it is, how can we write? Starch is converted with the help of salivary amylase. Okay, salivary amylase, you have to write like this. Okay, to dextrin and maltose sugar. Okay, and then this maltose is converted to glucose. Maltose is converted to glucose with the help of enzyme called maltase. Okay, so always remember, children, here I am writing ASE. The suffix ASE stands for enzyme, and the suffix OSE stands for sugar. Okay, so we generally say fructose, okay, sucrose, glucose, lactose. So we see that OSE is coming. It is wherever the suffix OSE comes, remember it's a kind of sugar. Wherever the suffix AC comes, remember it's a kind of enzyme. Okay, so digestion in mouth with the help of digestion in buccal cavity takes place. So what is that? As you keep food in the mouth, so salivary amylase acts on the starch and converts starch into dextrin and maltose sugar. Okay, so this maltose sugar is again converted to glucose with the help of maltase. Okay, that's why people say that we should chew the food for longer time, and you feel when you chew the food for longer time, you get a sweet like taste. That is because of the glucose. Okay, and then as food stays for the short time in the mouth, starch is partially digested. Okay, and then we'll go to the next part of digestion. So there are two types of enzymes, that is salivary amylase and maltase. There is one more enzyme present in the saliva, but it doesn't have to do anything with digestion. that is lysozyme. Okay, what is it? Lysozyme. And remember children, a lysozyme is antiseptic in nature that helps in healing of injuries. Okay, so lysozyme is also an enzyme present in the saliva. Okay, other than salivary amylase and maltase. Salivary amylase is also called chiolin. Okay, and this lysozyme helps in healing of injuries. You might have heard people saying, elderly people saying, whenever you get cut in your finger while sharpening pencil or anything, keep your finger in your mouth. Okay, so keeping finger in the mouth doesn't mean that the blood is tasty or the injury is tasty. That is only because saliva touches the injury and helps in healing of injury. And you might often see cats and dogs licking their wounds. Okay, so that helps in healing of injury. That is because of the presence of lysozyme in our saliva. Okay children, so this is how digestion takes place in mouth. Food stays for a short period in the mouth, so the starch is partially digested. Then at the posterior part of the buccal cavity, you can see in the posterior, so this is finished. Keep Roman number 1 here. Okay, side heading you keep it as digestion in the buccal cavity. Digestion in the buccal cavity and Roman number 1. Okay, next. Yes children, so in the posterior part of the yes, so this is called as pharynx. Okay, so in the posterior part of the buccal cavity, there is a thick muscular chamber called pharynx. Okay, and this pharynx is a common passage for both food and air. Okay, the food from the mouth enters into the esophagus while the air from the nostrils enters into the larynx. So pharynx is a common passage for both food and air. It is discussed about glottis and epiglottis also. So pharynx opens into the larynx through a slit-like opening. Here you can see, and this slit-like opening is called glottis. Okay, so what is glottis? Glottis is a slit-like opening that connects pharynx with the larynx. Okay, and then on the glottis there is a lid-like structure. There is a lid-like structure you can see here, made up of cartilage, and this is called as epiglottis. Okay, so epi is above, glottis, very easy to remember children. Epiglottis, first of all, glottis is a slit-like opening through which pharynx opens into the larynx, and epiglottis is a lid-like structure present above the glottis. Okay, and epiglottis plays very important function. It prevents the entry of food into the larynx. Okay, that's why our elders say that while eating food we should not talk. Okay, and if you talk, what happens? Food enters into the larynx, and as the food enters into the larynx, we get spontaneous cough. You often see your mother, sister or anyone tapping your head like this, thinking that the food is gone into the brain. So food does not go into the brain children, food goes into the larynx. Okay, and this spontaneous cough is also very important because it helps in the removal of that small bit of food from the larynx. Okay, spontaneous cough helps in removing this slit or small piece of bit of food from the larynx. Okay, it makes our air pipe clear. Is it clear? So pharynx is a muscular chamber, a common passage for both food and air, and then pharynx opens both into the esophagus and into the larynx. So the air from the nostril enters into the air pipe, that is called as windpipe, that's called as trachea, air pipe or windpipe, and then into the food pipe, that is esophagus. Okay, next we learn about esophagus children. Esophagus is a long tube measuring about 25 centimeters, and it connects pharynx with the stomach. Okay, so this is our stomach. Okay. This is esophagus. Esophagus is a long tube measuring about 25 centimeters, and it connects the pharynx with the stomach. And this esophagus is made of both voluntary and involuntary muscles, and then it's made up of longitudinal muscles and circular muscles, children. The longitudinal muscles are present on the outer side and circular muscles are present in the inner side. Okay, and it is also lined by mucous membrane that secretes mucus. So longitudinal muscles are present like this on the outer side, and then you can remember OLX, children. I think you might be knowing this OLX. Okay, so outer side longitudinal muscle, so inner side circular muscle, like that you remember. Okay, and contraction and relaxation of this muscle helps in passing the food from the pharynx into the stomach. Okay, and then also remember that it is lined by mucous membrane. Mucous membrane secretes mucus that makes the food sticky and helps in easy passage of food. Okay, one more thing you must remember, children. There are no digestive glands present in the esophagus. There are no enzymes present in the esophagus, but esophagus is very important as it helps in easy passage of food. Okay, and the contraction and relaxation of these longitudinal and circular muscle causes a this wave-like movement, children, and this is called as peristaltic movement. What it is called as? Peristaltic movement. Okay, peristaltic movement. So peristaltic movement helps in easy passage of food from the pharynx into the stomach, and there are no enzymes. However, action with salivary amylase continues. Okay, and then stomach esophagus opens into the stomach. Stomach is a J-shaped distensible organ present in the left side of the body just below the diaphragm. Okay, so there is a diaphragm here like this. Okay, this is diaphragm, children. Diaphragm, and just below the diaphragm there is a J-shaped distensible organ. It can stretch called stomach. Okay, then the part of the stomach into which the esophagus opens is called cardiac stomach. Cardiac stomach. Okay, cardiac stomach. And the part of the stomach that opens into the duodenum is called pyloric stomach. Pyloric stomach. Okay, understood, children? So stomach is a J-shaped distensible organ present in the left side of the body just below the diaphragm. Diaphragm is a thin muscular wall that separates the chest cavity from the abdominal cavity. So from here to here it is a chest cavity. From here to here it is the abdominal cavity. There is a thin muscular wall called diaphragm. So this is called diaphragm. P-H-R-A-G-E-M. Okay, understood, children? And then this stomach is made up of involuntary muscles. Okay, and these muscles are arranged longitudinally, diagonally and circularly. Okay, contraction and relaxation of these muscles helps the food to thoroughly get churned in the stomach. Stomach plays three important roles. That is, it stores the food temporarily, first point. Then it helps in mixing of various nutrients in the food by contraction and relaxation of this muscle, and it also brings the change in the physical and chemical change in the nature of the food. Okay, internally stomach is lined by mucous membrane which secretes mucus. Okay children, for today's class let us stop here, and we'll again continue from tomorrow. Question answers and questions I'll be giving you through PDF, and try to find out the answers for that and answer those questions. Okay.